The Adventures of Hummingbird. Once upon a time, in a lush and beautiful forest, there lived a tiny bird with a heart full of courage and determination. This bird was known as Hummingbird, and he was the smallest and fastest bird in the entire forest. Despite his small size, Hummingbird was always eager to explore and discover new things, and he had a big personality to match. One day, as Hummingbird was flying through the forest, he came across a giant tree that reached all the way up to the sky. Intrigued, Hummingbird decided to fly to the top of the tree to see what he could find. As he reached the top, he was greeted by a beautiful and colorful garden, filled with all sorts of exotic flowers and plants. As Hummingbird explored the garden, he met a group of friendly insects who told him about a magical flower that bloomed only once a year. This flower was said to have the power to grant wishes to anyone who was lucky enough to find it. Excited by this news, Hummingbird set out to find the flower. Along the way, Hummingbird faced many challenges and obstacles. He encountered angry bees who tried to chase him away from their hive, and he had to dodge the sharp talons of a hungry hawk. But Hummingbird never gave up. He used his quick thinking and fast flying skills to outsmart his enemies, and he finally found the magical flower at the edge of the forest. As Hummingbird approached the flower, he realized that it was guarded by a fierce dragon. The dragon breathed fire and threatened to burn Hummingbird to ashes if he tried to take the flower. But Hummingbird was not afraid. He bravely stood his ground and used his wit and courage to outsmart the dragon. With the magical flower in his grasp, Hummingbird made a wish. He wished for the power to bring happiness and joy to all the creatures of the forest. His wish was granted, and from that day on, Hummingbird traveled from tree to tree, spreading happiness and joy wherever he went. The other birds in the forest soon came to realize that Hummingbird was not just a tiny bird, but a true hero. They looked up to him with respect and admiration, and Hummingbird was loved by all. Years went by, and Hummingbird continued to bring happiness and joy to the creatures of the forest. He became a legend, and his story was passed down from generation to generation. And so, even today, when the children of the forest hear the sweet and playful chirping of a hummingbird, they remember the tale of Hummingbird and his bravery. And they are filled with wonder and inspiration. The end.